There is a minute dimension beyond the resolving capacity of human vision. It is a dimension as minuscule as space dust and as vast as infinity. It is the middle ground between the apparent and the invisible, between science and superstition, and at times between life and death. You're about to travel through another dimension. There's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Bug Zone. Let me introduce you to two souls separated only by fate. First, there is Mr. Ben Fortuna, who is a retired insurance agent. Despite his namesake, he had some bad luck with a bout of sepsis. He came in a week ago and has just been transferred from ICU to the ward. Then there is Mrs. Maud Malchance, a retired program manager who is recovering from a nasty bout of pulmonary edema and acute renal failure courtesy of the mice taking up residence in her cottage. She has also just been transferred to the ward. Don't both of them look happy? They should. They beat the odds. They've survived. But looks can be deceiving. One of these patients will be blessed and the other cursed. Let's look in.
Good morning, Mr. Fortuna. How was your night?
I had a great night. You guys are taking such good care of me.
Well, that's nice to hear. Now let's have a good look at your lines. Wow, those look great. We should have you out of here in no time.
With care like this, I don't think I want to go home.
Oh, well, that's nice to hear, but I think you're just staying for the food.
I don't mind the food. Hey, when are the docs coming?
They should be here in about 15 minutes. There's 5 or 6 of them, right? You know the shtick. You've been here long enough.
Make sure to come back later.
I will.
Good morning, Mrs. Malchance. How was your night?
It was good. I'm still getting used to the bed, but other than that, fine.
Well, let's see about getting you better and then can get you home to your own bed, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna check your lines, all right? So let's have a look. All right. Is that good? Good. Let me just get your hair back here and have a look. Yeah, that looks good too. You look fine. Okay.
I really appreciate the care I'm getting, but I hope I'm going home soon.
Oh, come on, you don't like the food around here?
No, the food is fine. I'm actually worried about what my husband's eating and what he's feeding the kids. His idea of cooking is going through a drive-through.
Yeah, those things I know. Okay, so listen, 10 minutes, the docs are gonna be coming. There's a whole bunch of them, and you know the drill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's about time we kicked you out of here. I was going to start putting you to work.
Well, while I like seeing your bright, smiling face, it's time for me to take my newfound appetite and go home. I think my wife is in the parking lot waiting for me. Can you thank the staff for all the great care and the teamwork?
I will.
Your wife is stable now. She got a pretty nasty bug and it got into her bloodstream. She was septic, and to be honest with you, it was touch and go for a while. Now usually there's a 50-50 chance of surviving septic shock, but she's out of the woods now. She did develop an antibiotic resistance and we had to put on some pretty powerful drugs. And because of those drugs, we were having to monitor her really closely.
How did this happen, doctor? She pulled through surgery so well, and then she got really sick. It happened so fast.
I wish I could tell you. You know, sepsis and infections are known consequences of this kind of surgery. Unfortunately, we can't always prevent them.
Well, I'm glad she's on the mend now. Thank you, doctor.
Oh, one more thing. Because of the sepsis, her kidneys took a real beating. You know, we're having to monitor her renal functions. Sorry, I mean how well her kidneys are working. But you know, worst case scenario, she may need dialysis. But let's hope for the best.
Well, there you have it. Mr. Fortuna gets to go home in better shape than when he got here. Unfortunately, Mrs. Malchance is looking at a long recovery. I had originally blamed fate for these two different outcomes. Maybe there's something more to it.